Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga Nityananda. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Lalita. So you're going to come on today? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Johan, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. You should get a message. Can you allow this website to come on? And then maybe it'll come on if you get the message. Hey Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Maybe Freddie can give you some advice on that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hmm. 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. um, hmm, hmm. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Ah, she made it. Great. She figured it out. Maya could not defeat her. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. I went to one of these meetings, crypto meeting this time. There was no crypto talk much. But I get, there's loud music and all this stuff. And nice people, man. I really met some nice people. It was really interesting. But it was, it's like suppressed. I can feel it suppressed. It's this too much mundane association, But out of the blue, somebody was talking there and they said, let's go chant. I talked to a little bit about the chanting, and they said, well, let's just go chant right now. I said, well, maybe tomorrow or something. So anyway, we scheduled a meeting. So there are going to be 5 of these just normal people. Let's say how many shows up or if it works. But, these people would say, oh, yeah, we'll chant. Just normal, ordinary people. Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it. Yeah. But anyway, it's worth it. But I feel a little suppressed because of the energy. It wasn't music. I was just Anyway, do the best we can. Hare Krishna. Lalita's here. She'll hold the space for us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I don't know, maybe it's Krishna's won't let me get into this because he wants me to talk about something very important. I keep trying to push, okay, later. And it's just, won't let me do it. So I think maybe I need to do that. All right, I surrender. Sometimes the surrender might be different. Who knows? Just trying to figure out Krishna. He's a little bit difficult to understand sometimes. All right, yeah. Yeah, there's. I just realizing some interesting things, important things, really important. And um, what happens to like some people that have left here, and um, it's all in the stories, man. If you understand history, you don't have to be doomed to repeat it. That's the old saying. It really is true. That's why these histories here are like in the Bhagavatam. So there's a story. A couple of stories. There's some more modern and ancient. One is the story of Aghasura. It's considered a demon. He's a snake, and he swallowed up the cowherd boys. They walked right into Aghasura. In a sense, they went and they were swallowed up by this snake. So snake also represents poison. It's a poison, right? Walked in there, and then so anyway, Krishna comes in, and then he burst the snake. See, so anyway, it's illusion and faith in illusions that keep us trapped. So, and then I started to realize how important is a bona fide guru, because the Lord really does inform them very important things that you may fall prey to. So anyway, we've had some that have fallen prey to it. All of these persons that, like my ex-wife, all of them, every one of them have fallen prey. Christina, Mina, all of them. They've fallen prey to being swallowed up by Aghasura. Now, what does Aghasura represent? Well, Bhaktivinoda Thakur was teaching about. I was wondering, why did he represent Aghasura as Brahman? See, Brahman, the Brahman level. See, so and now I know why. It's just very clear. I knew, but it gets more and more clear as it goes. And so anyway, the Brahman level is this where you feel equally disposed to everybody, and it's a high. It's also because it's elevation above the modes of nature, above suffering, and you feel free. Like I'm set free. That's the whole thing with the Christians. That's also part of that message. It's kind of a Brahman kind of experience, or it can be mixed with some devotion and stuff. Because I experienced that too. It's like kind of just free. And then for me, I was kind of spoiled with bhakti. It was like, okay, where do we go from here? I'm free. I'm set free. I feel free of miseries and all this. But I was just kind of humming, just like, oh yeah, free, and, okay, what do we do now? I was used to doing devotional service. It takes a while to put it together. So this Brahman swallows up our bhakti. If you've developed any bhakti, it swallows it up and gives you that experience. And it's like you're in something like a snake. It's a poison in a sense. It's better than just being, in this world with all your sufferings, but still it's poison for a devotee, a Vaishnava. That's why Vaishnava, you think lips curl about sex life. No, that's not. Their lips curl about Brahman. They don't want, that's called Sayuja Mukti. They don't want to merge with this God energy and just, be there without the service. See? And so that's why guru is very important. A real guru, because a lot of them, these gurus are caught up in that too. They can't get out of it. I could name names, but anybody who teaches you to be a selfless servant, that's being caught up in that. They don't, even though they may say differently, but it's all about selflessness. There's no service to the self. The true self is Krishna. This yoga maya. See, and so people here, because of sometimes because of chanting and in their heart, they desire liberation and not really service, or they get contaminated by association, which is happening here sometimes. Because in our sangha, there are some that got contaminated. They're contaminated by this liberation thing. It's holding them captive. So I see where this is and how it works. And so if you're around those who are contaminated with this, like this is the thing is, you can see it how it shows up on guru. After you get a little elevated and think, Oh yeah, Guru's my friend, but he becomes only your friend, not a more servant. No, I'm like you now. Yeah, we're equally disposed to not only like that's the Brahman level. It even says Bhagavad Gita, you're equally disposed to the cow, to an ant, to this and to that, and everybody, and to Guru too. But that's not the this yoga maya level. See, you got to pierce that. So we're holding the space for that, and the devotees who are understanding this, because otherwise your ras, your taste, will diminish down to Brahman. Okay, and that's why people they start to feel distance, and I distance because I don't like associating with that. I like being with devotees who have the devotional mood. See, like with Lalita, she's my friend, really, and Johan, my friend, but also they're my disciples, yeah, and they know it, and they relish that. And that's Rupa Goswami. We're teaching more Rupa Nuga mood than anybody can ever believe, because that's the way he was. He was a real devotee. He taught to show the example. Even in his ecstasy, he was like this. He would looked at Sanatan like his guru. He was his big brother, and it was his guru. And then he would go into ecstasy and then relate as a manjari. Yeah, as a manjari in this intimate relation. See, so it's got both have to be there. And if it's not, then that's how you find out in the alignment. You see you're cutting out of tune. So that's the only advice. All I can do is advise what the Lord is showing me. Because otherwise, if you stay in that Brahman, you'll distance yourself automatically. People feel it here that are actually on the right course. They want to be a servant of Vaishnava, and they automatically you're your friend in that way. Otherwise, if you lose that, you lose the real path, and people have already. So I think the clearer we identify these things, they won't harass us anymore. Then you can, that's knowledge, chit. This is all chit. This is the mercy of the Lord to show these things so that people can get through this jungle. All these snakes trying to bite and take us down, and have already, my ex, they're all in that thing. All became equally disposed, like Christian, or better, or it comes down to even being better, and that's where the real offense comes, because you start thinking you're better than your own guru. See, and then you start like this. That's what they've done. Mahavirya, all of them. They're better than where this mercy they're getting, and so they're stuck there. Who will help them? Well, maybe somebody, but we don't want to go down. So you can go down by associating. You start to look at these devotees caught up in that. You think, wow, they look so energetic. They're so like, they just say whatever they want, do whatever they want, make you miserable. I can say whatever I want you to. I'm here to, and then you feel like, oh, what is this? All of a sudden your bhakti goes down. So anyway, like some devotees are caught in that, and a lot of them, they can't help it because they're kind of stuck in a situation. But this is a way with knowledge you can get out of this. So those who have ears here, I don't want to mention names or anything. Just don't, the association you have, don't think it's as great as you think. Those persons that you think are praising now are actually caught in that obstacle of Agasura, this thinking equally disposed with even their own guru. And so it's a chance to get out if you want. If you listen to this word, you can get out. This word is a rope. Otherwise, their words or your words in where your predicament, you're covered by this, man. Who's going to get? Only Krishna. Krishna, the cowherd boys went in, right? They couldn't come out, but Krishna came in and the snake burst. So how does Krishna come into this? Who is Krishna? Conclusive truth, man. Shows you how important it is, huh? That's God. He's everything. He knows everything. Can you imagine now having this great Lalita? Fantastic, huh? Amazing, powerful here, man. I'm gonna bite my tongue for boasting, but man, the mercy here is unfathomable. It's amazing. Just Krishna just gives us just the right word, And I tell you, if you listen to this is the rope that'll get you out of that Brahman. Otherwise, you'll be a Christina. You'll be my Premanidi or whatever her name is now. You'll be Mahavirya. You'll be Amina. And this is for you guys. You can come out. You listen to this word and stop believing that bullshit of Agasura, thinking you're equal to anything going on here. Where have you seen love of God being distributed like this? Where? Nowhere. And not even from you guys. You're praising gurus who can't even do this. You're praising yourself. What can you do? What can you do these classes every day and give people strength? You know, I mean, I give it because the Lord gives it to me because He's given me a job. I'm just doing my job. He's given you jobs. He's given out what do you call it, jobs and engagement and paychecks. This is our pay. Devotion, Him. Be close to Radha and Krishna. That's enough. Big payment, man. That's all I want, man. I mean, I can walk through this universe now with them, and nothing will touch me. And you can't touch this philosophy. You can't touch this understanding. It's all in the book. We extract the essence for the welfare of people in the world, man. You listen. This word is light, man. This word is life. I believe it with all my heart, myself. Thank you, Lord, for this. It's this way people can get out. Otherwise, you don't believe this word. You're going to believe your own mind. You're going to believe Agasura, this Brahman thing. Another story is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Madhavinda Puri had two examples of disciples, just like we get two examples also. One example was Ishvara Puri. Ishvara Puri loved his guru, and he served his guru sincerely from his heart. He always felt his guru was his guru. It's good. This is my guru, eternal guru, life after life. What do you think? Is this a bunch of words? Something? Yeah. And then he got this, he became more and more fruitful. He didn't fall off the tree and rot. That's what you'll do. If you stay in Agasura, you'll fall off this tree because you'll feel distant from the devotees. The devotees will they don't want this. I don't want Brahman. I don't want Agasura. It's poison to me. And you like it? Well, enjoy it as long as you want. Enjoy the poison. I mean, I'm here to be a devotee. I want to be surrendered to Radha and Krishna and the Vaishnavas. And in that mood, I can taste great happiness. But more than this, I'm just free. What is that? I've been there, done that. Don't need anything special. Yeah. So a lot of people want this liberation and they don't care about this bhakti or they don't know its value. So we're here to teach. I mean, we're teaching things that have never been clearly discerned. Prabhupada didn't discern this. Yeah. A lot of his godbrothers, they left Bhakti Siddhanta because of that, thinking they're equally disposed to Guru, man. Gone. And it'll always have, the test is always there. So those who get through in this life, they just go all the way and they like it. And then that's being guru. That's when God will make you guru. Ishvara Puri became a real guru, because of his mood he was always surrendered to his guru. His guru was paralyzed at the end of his life, and he just served him in the most humble ways and always loved his guru, felt himself, the servant of his guru and all the way. And then the Lord gave him all of this bhakti. And then he became the guru of Lord Chaitanya. Now that's a nice example. And Lord Chaitanya always, he put a locket with the dust where his guru was born and this round his check. And every day he ate a grain of that dust. Every day to the end of his life. Now that's pretty amazing, huh? Now that's God himself showing it. So the mercy of the Vaishnavas is very important. They're the you can see if you're in tune or if you're not. And then the other example was Ramachandra Puri. See, this is all in our books. It's all in the book, man. The path is in the book, and you got to have it spoken to you. Otherwise, you'll never know. You think any of these Vaishnavas in ISKCON know? You think not even one of these gurus know what we know? I'm telling you, man. We're showing you. Not only telling you, is showing you that not even one of them can get through these obstacles themselves or anybody else. Here we got people getting through. It's a miracle, actually. But that's the power that the Lord has given, the grace here. It's very amazing and gets more and more amazing every day, doesn't it? Those who have ears. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, the other example, do you want to say something, Lolita? No. So, the other example was Ramachandra Puri. Ramachandra Puri was the example of being swallowed up by Brahman. He desired to be just liberated, saw his guru, couldn't understand devotional mellows. That's how you see these. It always depends. You lose the value of devotional mellows and where you got them and how to maintain them. All of a sudden, you become dried up like a prune from the offenses. You just, yeah. I mean, I go to a meeting and just hang around. People that have no faith in the name, and it kind of puts a little suppression. But it's okay. I mean, these people are going to come and chant with me sometimes. Little sacrifice. All right. But, I don't believe it. I don't believe in that association. I want to hear to help people, go deep. So Ramachandra Puri, he saw his guru crying in ecstasy. And he said, why are you crying if you're absorbed in Brahman? He would thought Brahman was the thing. You should be blissful all the time. And like me, I'm always blissful. See, he didn't have the service mood, didn't understand, to relish mellows and all that stuff. And if somebody does hear, like they get, like a lot of Christians, they get this, they start to feel this mellow thing, it starts, but then it gets crushed by Agasura because they can't go deeper. They need it. They need instruction. They need Shiksha Guru to hold on, to get them all the way through that, to get that Agasura to burst. And then you're in Vrindavan. You see the burst that covered up Vrindavan. You're in there. You think this is it, the atmosphere of this Agasura. It's a snake, actually. It's a covering for the soul and the soul's relationship with real Vrindavan. The real Vrindavan, they're not like that. There, you just go around, you thinking I'm, one. Yeah, it's a different mood. Yeah, so Ramachandra Puri is in that mood, and his guru really chastised him heavy. He said, "Get out of my sight! I don't want to see you, offensive rascal. You're talking to me about being equal, Brahman. Get out of here! I don't want to see you. I don't want to die. Like being around, intimately associating with that. So if anybody's got any of that association in their close proximity, and you hear this word that I'm saying." Just keep it distant. In a sense, don't believe it. Believe this word here and you'll get through and you'll get the real Vrindavan. Otherwise, you'll fall off this tree and you'll rot. Otherwise, so if you're going to believe in in that association of those who are showing you different and confirming, oh, wow, you're like me and I'm like you. Oh, we're great. So you'll have your own party. You won't be a part of this one. You'll fall off this tree. So this is a warning in a sense. If you want to go all the way into this is, you have to hold on to this word and not the words of people who are stuck in Agasura. Yeah, so this is Krishna's mercy, giving this intelligence. He's the intelligence. I can't do on my own. I'm just sitting here chanting and he's showing me all these things. And I think they're all, you can checkable. You go look in the book. This just brings it to light in practicality, how it actually working here in our Sangha. So you see how much of Krishna we got here? We got the conclusive truth. That's him. He's that word. The words arranged in the form of the conception to get us through and out of these predicaments. They're flaming swords protecting Vrindavan, the Garden of Eden. We're flaming, the tree of life is being protected. See, Sat Chidananda, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The Father, that's when you find a devotee here in this world like that, you can get out. Otherwise, the door is closed, man. You'll be one of these obstacles is a flaming sword. It'll just, and you're stuck. Yeah. So anyway, it's great, isn't it? It's fantastic. I love
It's
this
very,
family.
very
Thank you. I
difficult to
just feel so
find.
blessed.
Oh, sorry.
I was talking to one lady yesterday. She's the one who said, "Oh, well, let's just go chant." Just really, it's just somehow Christian put her right next to me. And she's like, really was intense. But all this, and she's done all these things. She does ayahuasca every, for a year. To really, she says, "I just want to know who I am. I want to know why I'm here." And this, I said, "Oh boy, it's maybe a good candidate. Let's see." So we're gonna meet. She arranged a thing. We have this thing on it's called on what's it called? WeChat. What's up, chat. She immediately started a group called the Mantra Gang, and she got all these people. She says, "Hey, you want to join the Mantra Gang? We're gonna meet tomorrow." So like, what the heck? Talk about Krishna arranging. I didn't. They're just sitting there, man. And Krishna arranging everything. Put her right there, and so let's see what happens. Who knows? So we're gonna meet tomorrow somewhere. With all these people on the What's Up chat. And go chant. They're going to have to figure out how to do some kind of chanting thing with these people. I'll probably. Oops.
We don't hear you anymore.
Hare Krishna. Okay, it's back.
Do you hear me, Guru Maharaj?
Microphone fell down.
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Okay. You can hear me, right?
I hear you. Do
Yeah.
you hear me? No, I don't think you hear me. Huh?
Did you say no? Can you hear me? No?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, these kind of things happening. Yeah. Agasura, isn't it interesting? The Lord really helps, just helps us get out of this. How else can we get it? Can you imagine? It's confusing, isn't it? People start going through these spaces and you wonder what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. But Krishna informs us because of this ecstatic chanting. You know. Oh, I mute. Okay, maybe did I mute you? I don't know.
I try to say
Can
sometimes
I? I
things.
don't know if I can even. Let me see here. Um, I don't even know if I can mute you here.
Oh,
Huh. Let's see here. I think you can only mute yourself. Or maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know if I did. I didn't. I never consciously did it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't. I didn't mute you. I don't think there's a button for me to mute you here. You have to.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
You know what you could do is, well, if you wanted to maybe just um, restart your computer, you know, then your microphone might come online again. Mm. Oh, it's me. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Don't restart your computer. It's me. They can hear you. Okay. All right. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is.
For once that I wanted to say something.
Microphone, audio. There we go. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Lilita. Yeah. My
Yeah.
microphone was off.
Yeah.
or
Well,
my
I want to say something about my experience. I had friends here um,
uh
with who wanted to chant with me. I gave them 32 hours of my time, 4 times 8 hours that are associated with them. And actually, I had to run away
really
because, yeah, yeah, because they were very Mayavadi and they put it a television on it with the energy of a lady who was in this Brahma situation, calm while I was there with emotions and laughing and crying,
yeah.
and they tried to impose to me, yeah, your bhakti is growing because of our association. I said, I'm sorry, no, no,
Where
no.
was that? Here, this was
Here,
here.
here in Ostende, where I
Uh-huh.
live now. I associated with people and I went chanting with them and I gave them books and beads and neck beads and everything. It's a long story, but then they wanted to invite other people from here, all from different parts. And they really wanted to show me your part is not the only important one. And I had to stop. I had to stop. I
Ah,
couldn't do it. My I felt really I was crying inside. I had to go. I was really crying inside. It was
wow.
not healthy.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. See, yeah, you see, even when Lord Chaitanya was here, he had his intimate associates, and in general, he gave the chanting, because a lot of people want just liberation from the chanting, and they're not interested in this. And yeah, so also, let's see, something I was going to say. Um, Yeah, that's what happened. The disciplic line started to get that kind of stuff, and they separated themselves and had just the real devotees who understood the real conclusions. Because these other guys, they just wanted to pollute the disciplic line with their ideas of being renunciations and austerities, and attaining. That's why, see, it's in a sense external in that way, even though it's the immortal energy of the God, but it's external to who God is and his real deeper nature. It's devotional. And yeah, and they just kind of just stuck there, and yeah, I can't get out.
And it's very, very difficult to find people who want to believe in a guru, even devotees. Yesterday we experienced it again. Who want to believe they when you talk about guru, they immediately say, no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no, not that, because they have this idea of being
yeah,
suppressed,
yeah,
etc. From what they hear and
yeah,
read,
yeah.
difficult.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's going to be something like that too, because a lot of people are just infected by that, and they think they know, and it could be another, because I already went through that, with this. I went to this one meeting, and I just mentioned about it seemed okay, and oh wow, really, you're into that? And then when I start to share, automatically it's, oh, that's not what I'm into, or I showed that you're chanting, and they, oh, that's emotion. Oh, that's not, my intuition says to go away from that. Oh, really? Yeah, and I felt my heart go like, it's like Krishna is like rejecting Krishna in a sense, because they are, in a sense. Yeah, but anyway, what are you going to do? This is a lot of that. That's why I look at how Krishna went. You just go and put the message out, and the devotees who are, the Lord knows, he's got to be satisfied. So the group is going to be as big as it's going to be, and people, because I want to be around people that are like, they want to take over naturally. They think it's that takeover energy. Let's take it over, and that's that agasura. Same thing here, when there's some people infected with this Brahman thing, and it's like it wants to take over. And I said, no, sorry, I have to distance. And you guys also, you're feeling it. You feel like, hey, man, let's take a little back seat to this here. Yeah. So
Really
the
feel Krishna crying. You really feel him
yeah,
crying.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. even says, that it hurts the Lord. And now I know what that means. Most people don't know. And you can know here too, because you start to feel it when there's a true offenses to the Lord. Fence, literally you're behind a fence. Mayavadi association is the most severe poison. Yeah, it is. Replying to Pani, Maharaj, can you kindly clarify this? Do they look like they're in Brahman externally? No, it's the mood. It's that mood of equally disposed. Doesn't have to look externally. They just have that mood when they relate to you. They lose that devotional thing. They find, oh no, let's just be friends. We're just friends. I had one lady, an example. She was claimed to be a Raganuga Bhakti. I had a Raganuga. I just don't need you, man. She came to me. She wanted the association. And she said, because she saw the energy and power in it. I had quite a few come. It's funny how this works. So, yeah, I just want to be with you, and because I just want to, but listen, I don't want to be a disciple or anything like that. I just want to be your friend like this. And I said, okay, all right, come, as you are learning, learn by hands on. So, yeah, come on. And she was there for a few days. And then all of a sudden, this happened about 3 times. I gave her 3 chances. Yeah. And she came again and again and again, always the same thing. This got to start criticizing what we're doing. This is, why are you doing it this way? Like this, and boom, gone. She just gone. Still to this day, gone. Can't get over that. That's a fence. Literally, can't climb over the fence. So you have to follow. That's why I'm really committed to the process. Whoever Krishna knows. We're here to teach the process, to bring them to Vrindavan, not just liberation. I mean, Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya did the same thing. They gave the mantra out. If people wanted liberation, oh, well, it's good. It's better than being stuck in this material world. He gave them, and a lot of people went for the liberation. They didn't get the intimate. You want Vrindavan, you need the intimate association of these devotees from Vrindavan that are empowered to teach that here. That conception and that understanding and that bhav and those intricacies. Otherwise, you're not going. You're gonna, no matter what you think. Well, I chanted my 16 rounds. I'm going to Vrindavan. Not like you are. Not like that. You got to be transformed, right? You see, people have to be transformed here, and sometimes they get stuck in this Brahman thing, And anyway, the clearer we identify this, the easier it will be for people to read the map and get out. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm in. Let me let go of this one because it ain't. I thought this was it because a lot of people they're in that they think that's Krishna, and it is, but it isn't. It is and isn't. It's Krishna's Brahman energy, but it can. This is all Krishna's energy here. That's why Krishna says, "My."
Oh, you're gone, Guru Maharaj. We don't hear you anymore, and your picture is frozen. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Okay, are we back?
Yeah, you're back. Oh, you were back. Now not anymore. Again, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Yeah. What happened to my sound here? Krishna, Krishna. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, it's amazing, huh? These Krishna helps us in so many ways. All right. Let's see. Get some cooling here. All right. You can keep your microphone on, and we'll just chant together here. Get
Okay.
purified. Yeah. You know, oh, is it probably me here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, 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 it's okay. It's okay. I wait
Wait for what?
until you chant.
Oh, okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
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 Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Rama.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama. You get your higher taste actually out of Guru Tattva because you have a Guru, because you glorify a Guru. It's the only way. That's what the taste is.
Yeah. It's where the taste is. Yeah.
That's your start.
Yeah.
Every day, your start, start of the day.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Freddy says there are so many spiritual people who say you don't need the guru, you are the guru. All is inside you. You just need to discover it, but they don't find anything.
Yeah. Well,
What
they
can they?
find, yeah, they find that liberation, but that's, for a devotee, that's like it's chunk change. You don't want the,
Yes.
yeah. Liberation comes with this bhakti and the higher taste. That, I start to really see by example, personal experiences, how Lord Chaitanya came and gave the mantra out. Not everybody perfected it. It's those who actually met his empowered associates who were from Vrindavan, and they could teach the real science. You notice people that were going deep, they didn't just come and chant and then go away. They came and they met with the associates, and then they got to go deeper into Vrindavan. Otherwise, they just stay and liberated by chanting, and that's okay. That's if that's what you want, you get. The devotees are touchstones. If you come here, if you want Vrindavan, you really want to understand and learn, you have to follow the process, man. Process right there in the book. Examples of devotees, examples in the books, examples here. If you really want the highest happiness and the highest thing, it's all here if you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like devotees like Lalita here. Could you imagine not having an example like her and Johan? Look at all the ecstasy they got, and still they have the right mood, the mood that'll keep them solid forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's
forever.
logic. It's
Yeah,
logic.
yeah, yeah. Logical. I mean, hey, man, this is the way it's always been done. Even Christians, they're when
Look,
they feel Jesus, yeah, they're devoted to Jesus forever. They're not like, well, thank you, Jesus. Some are. Some get to that point. They think, okay, thank you, Jesus. Now I'm on my own now, and I'm going to.
how can you? It's not possible. A Christian who doesn't go through Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
Obviously, obviously, the same thing was happening back then when he was talking, because he said, "If you depart from, I'm the true vine, and my Father is the gardener, and if you depart from me, that means my word. Depart from my word, then you'll be like a branch outstretched with no life. A branch means you'll look like, yeah, you see, I'm a devotee of God, or I'm a Vaishnava, but there's no real life in you, and you could see they just or they got some, some Brahmin. See, Brahmin can imitate this chanting in a sense. Yeah, it's not. It's just they may cry. I had one lady who was, oh God, she was such an imitator, Just, but she had a little ecstasy. She said, "I cry sometimes." If she's really big on this, like it's really important for her to be noticed, and all that stuff is you can't get over these. That's still false ego, man. You can't even be in Brahman properly. They always, you see, it's always like that. They get a little Brahman experience and all this, and they can't get over the false ego. I still want to be important. And you could see it in their conscience. I still want to be acknowledged. Why aren't people coming to my classes? And why see that you're stuck? You got to see, hey man, I'm not there yet. Otherwise you think you are, and then you're on your own, and you're lost in space. Actually, literally lost in space. Guru's the anchor, isn't it? See, Krishna is working. It's even in Vrindavan. You go to if you die and you go to Vrindavan, you'll have group leaders there. He'll teach you more things. That's how it works, even there. Yeah. If you don't have a group leader here, how are you going to get there? Come on, man. Come on. It's not even logical. They have group leaders there, and you're not going to have a group leader here where the Lord is using to empower so they can get you through. Yeah, because that submissive is as soon as you lose the submissive mood, then you lose devotional mellows.
then you don't understand anything about mercy, because mercy
No.
is something you get. You receive mercy. You don't attain mercy. You receive it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're the expert, Teach the world how to get it. Yeah. Yeah. It's great. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Let's do a head count. I want to see who's here. So people in the chat, not my private chat, but the other chat, just I know that Lalita's here, but others can just say Hare Krishna so I know who's here. Like a fruit that is desperately trying to hang on to the vine, but I'm battling the wind gusts that are trying to blow me down. Yeah. I mean, that's how it is. Just hold tight, and you'll make it. Hold on. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. You can unmute your mic there so we can hear you chant.
Oh, Krishna. Sorry.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. I want to hear from the experts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Krishna Krishna
Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama.
Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Mhm. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhaktavinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhaktavinda. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to here. Okay, go back to there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm a little bit, I feel like exhausted from things. But anyway, I'm going to try read a little bit, and might be an early thing, but maybe not. Who knows? Maybe Krishna will give a second wind here. Hare Krishna. The Lord begins his tour of South India. Let's try that one. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jesus. This is chapter 7 in Madhya Lila, verse 1. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being very compassionate towards a Brahmin named Vasudeva, cured him of leprosy. He transformed him into a beautiful man satisfied with devotional service. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the glorious Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being very compassionate towards a Brahmin named Vasudeva, cured him of leprosy. See, leprosy, that's what does that mean, really? Leprosy, unclean. They call this unclean. The person's unclean. Their skin has these things, lesions on them. They're unclean. Okay? So Lord Chaitanya, being compassionate, he cured him of the disease of leprosy, which everybody basically has, whether you think it's just for leper, we're all lepers. We're in the leper colony, actually. If you're not a devotee, if you're not satisfied with pure devotional service, you're more or less a leper. Hard thing to take, huh? But that's the truth. We're all lepers here in a leper colony. You want to get out, you got to be healed. You got to be satisfied with pure devotional service. You see, even people that are swallowed up by Aghasura, you're still a leper. You got some spots on you still. See? You got to really worship the spotlessly pure one in the real conception, the right conception. That isn't that the whole thing. The whole problem with the Hare Krishna movement was having the wrong conception of Guru Tattva. Bhakti Siddhanta knew, Prabhupada knew, they all know. That's why they're acharyas, man. We know too. That's why the acharya principles work in here also. They knew you had to have a self-realized soul. Even Gaur Govinda said that. He says, about getting such a guru, you should hear what he says about getting such a guru that you've got here. Oh, after many lifetimes. Oh, boy. Only the most fortunate. You got that here. Yes or no? Have we not proved, or we will prove it again? We'll just continue to prove it. Because anything that's needed to know to help the souls get out of this illusion is being provided. That's what I'm noticing. And it's all confirmed in the book, all confirmed in the examples of the sadhus, even the ones who are fallen into those traps. See? So we bring Krishna in, just like Krishna. How does that Krishna show up when our family members get swallowed up by Aghasura? He comes in with the conclusive truth, right? And explodes. It's an illusion. If you believe the word of your guru, you really do, and it's not a show. People swallowed up by Aghasura, this hypocrisy, man. Oh, yes, I'm surrendered in everything, but I won't listen to you. I'm going to listen to these people. I'm going to listen to these guys who are also swallowed up by Aghasura. That's how it works. No, you got to show that you listen to the word of your guru. You got to, you can't, otherwise there's still some hypocrisy there. You notice? And that word, what is it? Is it? I'm just trying to help people come out of all these obstacles, so you can become free, be sovereign in Radha and Krishna. But you can't stay swallowed up by Agasura to do that, can you? Hey, you got to listen to the guide to get you out of the jungle. Otherwise, George of the jungle is going to come after you. Oof. George of the jungle. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Yeah, yes. So that's the real mercy, when you're turned into a devotee satisfied with pure devotional service. And how do you know that? See, you got to be the example. You got to be like Lalita and Johan. They're satisfied. They don't have to be guru. It's like, that's being guru, actually. Show the example, isn't it? Show the example. Guru means example. Yeah. show how to get into Vrindavan, right? That's guru. What is it? You have to have some official title as he's guru, No, you're guru also. You notice? What did Jesus say? We just show you what Jesus said. We show you, literally. For example, Lalita's entered the door. She becomes the shepherd of the sheep. Yes or no? Is that true? The sheep of who? Us? No, we're just shepherds, right? We're shepherds of who? Radha and Krishna, right? Isn't that what's in our job, man? That's a job description here. She's a shepherd now. She went in the door the right way. She shows the example. They see how the shepherd is. They got to be the example. You got to look at them and say, well, that's how you get all that bhakti? Yeah, that's how you do it. Look at Johan. Is that how you got all that bhakti in that mood and all that? Even don't you think yourself now equal? Go, all right, looks like you even might have a little bit more bhakti or a lot more. Are you equal now? No. Well, hey, no, I want to. No, it's a greed thing, spiritual greed. I want to taste more. It's in the right. You got to be in the right mood. They listen to the word, don't they? Isn't that interesting? That maintains the bhakti. What is Radharani looking at? She's looking at Krishna, right? The guru is a manifestation of the word. Yeah. The word you need comes through the guru, does it? Yeah. Yes or no? I mean, you guys decide. I mean, I'm just talking here, just talking and showing. You decide. Does the real word of God that leads you into the kingdom of Vrindavan, is it here or not? I mean, just think about it. I'm not here to be a megalomaniac or an ego tripper. Yeah, to see if the word is going to lead you to the right place. Lalita seems to be satisfied like that verse. Satisfied with pure devotional service. She proves it. She's not off on her own, Oh, now I'm free, man. I think slam bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm on my way, man. Now, what kind of example do you teach? Oh, you're teaching the example of being stuck in Brahman. Okay, equally disposed. Okay, great example. Thank you. That's why we use it, man. Thank you very much. All you people who left here, left the real path, depart. What do you think? You think that thing, depart from me, and you'll be like, I'm the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. Haven't you found that to be true? Doesn't the gardener work in you now like never before? Yes or no? That's the guru, man. They got to be. How many times you think you get a guru like that? You got to be like that. I'm the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. Can you show that example? Can you impress Krishna in the hearts of others who are sincere, at least? They really want him, and he gives them the intelligence to be intelligent. And then depart from that word, and then you become dry. Why? Because that's why Jesus taught that. It's conclusive, but people need a little bit of a purport on it to understand it. You got to be like that. You got to be able to be a true vine, and you can't try to attain it or want to be it. No. You got to just have done what Lalita's done in a previous life. Because that carries over, doesn't it? Why would you want to go? Why would Krishna want you to backtrack? Yeah. And once it's done, and then you're imbibe all that. That's why you see here we need the devotees to follow the real process so the people in general can get into Vrindavan. Or the devotees who've been doing their Vaidhi, they can see you as an example of how to get into Vrindavan. Otherwise, they don't know. You don't get in through these gurus. There ain't one that'll get you in. They can't prove nothing. Have they proved any? They got one disciple in, much less themselves. You see one guru crying in torrents of tears like you see here every day. You see one guru so ecstatic that they have to come and be with Radha, rendezvous with Radha and Krishna every day, 365 days a year. Is that not spirit? You see any spiritual greed like that anywhere? One? No, it's rare. It's not rare here. Anybody comes here, you can become like you follow the process, you follow the examples, and you'll get it. Guaranteed, no doubt. And even the scriptures say, no doubt. Oh, you believe in my real devotees, and you hear from them and believe in them and follow the process they teach, is guaranteed you're going to get Krishna. And he'll never leave you. Is he going to leave you there, Lalita, you think? Radha and Krishna? She opens her mouth and there they are. She's a happy camper, wouldn't you say? Krishna says, and Radha says, I'm going to set up camp in this temple of Lalita Ganga. I think this is a nice place it's a fitting name for her, Lalita Ganga. You want bhakti, you go over there. She's like better than the Ganga. Where do you don't go into the Ganga and get kind of experiences like she's showing you there. You can't see the Ganga crying tears, although she is, but you can't see it. You come here, you see it. And that shows you, man, the living God's here. Yes.
Yeah, you were talking about freedom. You say, yeah, we leave Guru then and we say, now I'm free and I do whatever I want. But actually, that's not the real freedom. The real freedom is that you get rid of all those illusions. All those illusions, they are captivating you. So it's again an illusion. You put yourself in an illusion again.
Yeah. You see why Prabhupada really was into writing these books? Because he knew there'd be a time somebody would speak this stuff and get people through. Otherwise, it's like the Ritviks. They read the books, they falsely confident that that's all they need. All they need for what? They can't even ask the question, what do I need these books for? Where am I going? A hard-hearted place? You think that's Vrindavan? No, that's why the Prabhupada knew. That's why he came to me in that lucid dream, obviously. Yeah, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. What? Bring in these confidential conclusions. Look what the result of that is. Look at how many people are going into Vrindavan mood now. Yeah. Look at this. Look at whether we're preaching here, the deepest philosophy of the Goswamis and relishing it and liking it, loving it. Yeah. So Amy says, yes, all these concepts are displayed very clearly right in front of your eyes. Here in this Sangha is not only spoken about, but shown outwardly. That makes it much more easy to understand. So Krishna is giving her that intelligence. Otherwise, she can't understand these things. Because you see, it's all in the mood. How is she? She's submissive, surrendered, and Krishna knows her heart and gives her the right information. Right?
It's more than the fight is because they don't want to see it. They don't want, she wants to see it because this gives her the understanding. But they don't want to see it.
Yeah, well, it's association. They believe in others. She believes in this association. That's how it works. Look at Mathura. He has faith in what we're doing and very nicely progressing. It's all about faith. Well, who do you have faith in? Because, everybody's talking out there, right? A lot of sannyasis, a lot of gurus. I don't know. Gohari's also talking. But what is the result of listening to these talks? That's what you got to see. This is why Jesus said a good tree doesn't produce bad fruits. These people looking, this is how illusion is. This is how my Lord's Maya works. Here's a little Maya tattva. Yeah, the Maya makes it look like the trees are so good out there. Very beautiful women. Oh, you get this beautiful man or woman with the real buff, and your life is going to be perfect, right? Isn't that the way it is? Oh, you get with these gurus. Oh, they got the rubber stamps, of their group, and they're nice and dressed, and big followings. Oh, of course I'm going to get Krishna like that. Yeah, you got everything but the conclusive truth about it. For the real spiritual masters empowered to reveal the illusions. Oh, wait a second here. No, this is not the real standard they're teaching. That's an illusion. Therefore, you're going to go to a dead end, a blind alley, a blind person leading a blind person. They can't see yet. What is this offense thing? False offense. Oh, you're so offensive to my guru. Is your guru awake? Is he a real guru? Can he lead you to Vrindavan? Can't you ask these questions? Yeah, I'll get you up there in a minute there, Karuna. See, you got to be able to, that's why here it's for intelligent people who really want to know. Do you want to know what the illusion is? What do you believe your illusion is truth? That's if you got to prove a real potency is a real spiritual master who will convince you clearly, logically, what is what, if you listen. At least listen, and then you can check it all. It's all in the book there, where you show me one guru in Prabhupada's books that's delivered anybody unless they had ecstatic devotion. Show me one example, and there ain't any. Madhavinda Puri, was he an ecstatic devotee? He delivered the world. It said right there. Wasn't Bhakti Siddhanta, we know, an ecstatic devotee? He had ecstatic love, tears come out of his eyes. Bhakti Vinod also. Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. You don't think you need such a guru in some lifetime? Are you crazy? You're insane to think anything else. And every example in our books is always a self-realized soul that has the proof. Ecstatic devotee, not a bullshitter, a no-show, a liar, a cheater, hypocrites. They ain't going to get you into the kingdom yet. They need help themselves. You ready to give up your hypocrisy? Come and listen here. We'll prove that you're a hypocrite and a liar and a cheater unless you have the symptoms of having the grace of Lord Krishna and Radha. Now, is that right? You prove it. That they are living and rocking and rolling in the temple of your hearts. Show us. Do you have a winning hand? Or a pair of deuces that you're saying are aces? She is such a tricky gal. Yeah. But that's why you got to get her form. See, the Maya gets you attached to illusions. You got to get attached to the real Lord, Krishna and Radha. Yeah. And then you get over it. Get over her. Okay, let's get Karun up here. See what he has to say. So, what do you got to say for yourself, young man? Yeah. Okay. What were we doing? Oh, yeah, reading. I was reading here a little bit. When you have the grace. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being very compassionate towards a Brahmin named Vasudev, cured him of leprosy. If you read the story, you'll see that this Vasudev was so humble, And matter of fact, the Lord, he heard that he would put worms back on him that fall down, and he was just there to show something, an example, and he was just self-realized, very humble, and it was a special thing, that he didn't deserve leprosy. It's just, the Lord wanted to show a glory, and so anyway, he heard that Lord Chaitanya was going to be somewhere, and he just ran to get there or hobbled. I don't know how he got there, but he got there, and the Lord had just left, and he fainted and like, oh my God, I missed the great opportunity of my life. See, he had faith in Lord Chaitanya. That's how he got the mercy. It's the same thing here. The Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, they're working here, man. They really are. And we'll prove it. You stay here even 30 days or sometime, we'll prove that Radha and Krishna are here. And it's the same thing, man. If you develop faith, the faith comes by hearing. I don't know blind believers. I don't want any blind believers here. You got to go through the test, man. Fire, baptism by fire. I like that. Fire, man. Tempers the steel, becomes hard like a solid thing and slice through all the Maya, man. That's what we're making green berets here, right? So, yeah, you come and you hear, man, and then you develop faith in by knowledge, real knowledge, real understanding. And the Lord in your heart will awaken and prove it. You'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. When the Lord, it'll be an irrevocable fact. The Lord will be with you forever. That is our single job here, is to get people to that place. See, that consciousness, that freedom. Be sovereign. You want to be, you can, otherwise you're going to go, you go as long as in lifetimes and try to be sovereign on your own. Be sovereign with all your material. They think a lot of these guys have all this material. I'm going to be sovereign in this life. I'll be independent of the new world order and all of this. I'll just collect all these things and be sovereign. I'll grow my own food and I'll be sovereign. Oh, no. They got all that handled, man. The Lord ain't giving you any way out but his way. His way is this book. These books, this path, man. It's a narrow gate, and the Lord wants to help people get through. Because you can, I had this one lady, she says, well, we're going to grow our own food as they're poisoning everything. Oh, we're going to be able to hunt. Oh no, they poisoned the animals already too. All the wild game, they poison with prions. There ain't no way out. You got to transcend this whole situation. So those who get not everybody will get that intelligence. But whoever, they got to hear the message, man. You want freedom, you want sovereignty, you come here. We'll prove it with no more lies, no more bullshit of Maya illusions. We dissipate. That's Guru's job, man. Guru's job is Maya Tattva, man. Truth about Maya, truth about Guru, truth about Rasa. Are you learning all these things that it says a Guru is supposed to teach? Everything. Truth about your relationship with Krishna. Everything is here. Why? Because the Lord says, okay, I'm going to give you the intelligence to do your job. I'm going to show the world it's truth that they need, not a color of a dhoti, not a straight tilak mark is proof of potency. No. Truth is, what Jesus was? A carpenter, man. Look what he did. Look what he's still doing. Look what he's doing here. I have faith in Jesus. I have faith in I have faith in them all now. All those real representatives of God. Yeah, we have a lot of potency behind us here. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. So, see, transformed into a beautiful man, satisfied with devotional service. And the beauty of bhakti is different than, the people think a beauty of a beautiful body and all that. See, beautiful spiritual body. That's what you got to see. And people usually looking for a beautiful body, beautiful man. Beauty is, you could be an old, ugly person like Veda Vyas was ugly, man. So ugly. Literally, I mean, physically ugly, but look at the beauty of his book. That's where the beauty is. That's his soul. Beauty and the Beast, that movie is all about inside the internal part of that beast was the real thing, not how he looked. So that's a shadow of the truth. Yeah. Well, the beauty in a person is their soul, man. It's soul relationship with God. That is the most beautiful thing in the world, to see a person in love with God. And this is what people think. Oh, that looks ugly. Oh, that emotion. Oh, sentimental. Oh, sahaja. You see a person. You're so lucky to see a person in love with God in action in this world. Very rare sight, my friends. This intimacy is the greatest thing in the world. Otherwise you'd be kissing men, kissing. I was in the water there, and there's these two women and men. They're kissing each other and embracing each other, and of course, you think a lot of people, Ajamil, he got lusty when he saw that. I got realized. I thought, look at that. I said, yeah, that's how it is, man. Kissing Krishna, embracing Krishna. This is where it's going. You do that as long as you still have faith. Oh, we kiss you, and it gets the feeling going. The lust. Oh, ooh, let's go have sex and all that. It gets all that going. And this is the same thing. You're kissing Krishna, embracing Krishna every day. And it also gets feeling going. But these feelings are great, man. They're pure, fine, right? Lolita, aren't they great? She's kissing right in front of you, man. I'm going to tell you the secret. She's kissing Krishna, embracing Krishna right in front of you. And she's getting all this transcendental passion for the Lord. It's beautiful. I love it, man. Praiseworthy. It's time more of this. We got to teach the world some stuff, man. Some truth. That this is beautiful. And this thing in the water, they're all looking, everybody. Wow, look at, they're really passionate. Oh, that's so beautiful. No, it ain't beautiful. It's body. It's all about the body, the material body that's going to go. I mean, it's fine. Okay, you have your fun like that. But if you don't have this is the real. This is what's going to last, man. And then if you have that, if you have a wife, you want to kiss them all you want until you're finished with it. You realize, let me go more into this. And then when the body drops, you think, well, what's that for? I can't use it now. I ain't got a body. Let me just go into this. See, you've bound bhakti. You've awakened your spiritual body. Now you're free. You're just free to love God forever, man. The feelings are pure. This other thing it's got an edge to it. When you start to, this is my experience, man. When I start loving God, and then any lust comes into the heart from association with the opposite sex or something, you can feel it's got an edge to it. It's like polluting to the heart. It's okay. It's not okay, really. It's like it's different. It's like iron compared to gold. Why wouldn't you want gold? Why would you want iron when you got gold more? So that's what happens. And then you become indifferent to the lust. It's just, if it enters your heart, you think, ooh, a little contamination, man. Let me chant Hare Krishna a little more and get rid of this. Let me feel some real love, because it's real. This is eternal. It's eternal. Lust and for the opposite sex in the world is an imitation of Radha and Krishna. It's just it's the same. It comes from Radha and Krishna. It does, and it's just a step down version. And it's to do with the body, so it's not clean. It's not really. It's like it's a little leprosy. That stuff down here, It's just it's iron. It's not. It's divine, but it's not. Because it's to do with a temporary body, temporary emotions. Even those emotions, they when you die, you carry those emotions, the subtle impressions, I guess, something like that, this in the astral or something. But then you have to take another body and then you live it out because you got those propensities. Oh, I want another woman and more children. Ask Lolita if she wants to be a mother again and a husband and all. She pretty much finished with that. It's like, yeah, all right, this is better, much better. That's why, once you get this, and this is before you're not, before, you don't have to be a Rupa Goswami. The Lord has given this as a gift. Once you get this, then you can, back and forth, and gradually you live it, you just letting that go, the world. That's how this is how it works. Yeah, this is the real thing. Transcendental bodies are. Yeah, they're beautiful here when you become awakened. You see, even though you see, but you don't see. Because our bodies are covered with the spiritual bodies covered by the material, but you can feel the spiritual body of devotees. And when you love a devotee, basically you're loving Krishna. I mean, because that's all they're about. They're the external manifestation of ecstasy, external manifestation of conclusive truth. When you say, "Wow, I really love my Guru Dev," you're saying you love the knowledge that's coming from them. You love the ecstasy that's coming from them, because that's all they bring into this world. That's why it's all in the verses. Like Lord Chaitanya quoted a verse from Bhagavatam. Those who claim to be my devotees directly are not my devotees. But those who are the devotees of my devotees are my real devotees. Because if the Lord is kind to you, well, he's kind to everybody. But if you receive the mercy and you accept the mercy, he'll give you a bona fide spiritual master. Okay? And they're going to talk to you. And if you start to like, wow, man, I really love this knowledge. Well, what is that? That's the word of God. You love the word of God? Well, that comes through the Lord's devotee, his representative. That's why, you see, and if you like their ecstasy, right? Well, then you like God. I mean, God is ecstatic. That's his personal potency, is Radharani, devotion. Oh, you like that devotion? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. See? Oh, as a matter of fact, I love that. I love that devotion. I love the words that come from that devotee. See how this all works here? See? So, because if you're thinking, like, say, these gurus, if they get their disciples say, "Oh, Guru Dave, you're so great, please deliver me," and then it's all empty talk. And if you think, "Whoa, I'm a real boy, am I an influencer?" On the Facebook, these gurus probably think, "Boy, I'm an influencer, man. They're depending on me to bring them back to Godhead. I think I can do it." Yeah. Where's your confirmation? Oh, I don't need that. I got a checklist. We sat down in our little GBC meeting and devised a checklist of what a guru is supposed to be. Nothing to do with the book, because of course, we don't even understand the standard of the book, but we create our own. We're very creative here. Isn't that basically it? I mean, yeah. You have to create a lower standard because that's where you are. Do I have to create a low? No, the high standard is there. Either Gohari lives up to it or not. Yeah. If you're with a real spiritual master, you'll have spiritual experience, like the book says. If you are a real spiritual master, you will feel the uprooting of illusions that are weighting you down. If you're a real spiritual master, you will feel enlivened by their transcendental talks, just like Mars Parikshit was, just like Arjuna was. Oh, it's got to be the same, man. Same family. If you're with a real spiritual master, all these things that you read in the book will be your living testament of a disciple. You become like Mars Parikshit, right? Is there any difference there? Lalita is sitting there listening and enjoying the conversation than Mars Parikshit. What are we talking about? Mundane things? Or the highest truth distinguished from illusion? Isn't that funny? The book even says that. Chapter 1, the second verse of Bhagavatam. Highest truth distinguished from illusion. Oh, I'm sorry if some gurus fit in the illusion. I got to speak about it if I want to help anybody. Should I be afraid to speak? Should I keep silent so people keep going in that direction, the wrong direction? I mean, that's okay for a while. That's okay for a while. But now it's time for the birds and the bees, for those who are ready for some maturity. The birds and the bees, yes, how to have intimate dealings with Radha and Krishna. And Lord Chaitanya, to understand his real teachings. Yeah. So, yeah, it's time to move on for those who are ready to move on. That's why we're here. Now, and that's a good lesson for Lalita and myself, too. I'm already thinking about reworking this thing. Because I also been, every time I meet with somebody, they're, usually want to, you know, they don't understand. So I think I'd just keep it, like, okay, well, we'll do a class online here personally, so stuff like that is better. I rather kind of a little distance than have to be right there with them. These people, let's take over.
But then Krishna gave me a lot when I was alone at home again, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
He really embraces you, that you really were fighting for him, and he said, I'm not
Fighting for
going
it.
to
Yeah.
allow this. No way, no way. I'm protecting you, I'm
Yeah,
protecting you. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's really
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. He always comes through like that. Yeah, I know it's
Yeah.
the same thing. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So Karuna did the deed. He went and bought his VR glasses. He's in the virtual world now. He's in the metaverse. This is Vishnu's dreams, actually. People are into Vishnu's dreams. Vishnu's dreaming all this stuff that they're putting out now. All that is his dream. Yeah, this is why this reality never changes. See, everything here, they're changing reality. That's what the world is always changing, but this reality never changes. See, that's why people feel you come here, you're going to get real peace, solid. You'll be solid. You'll be everything else is changing out there. You notice, and people are fighting not to change or fighting for the change, but this is changeless. See, this fits right through the cracks. You know, this knowledge will never change. It's eternal. It's Sanatan Dharma, Dharma of the soul. And like people like this one lady I met yesterday said, I'm trying to find out who I am. And she's taken, let's see, she said, ayahuasca trips regularly for a whole year. Still hasn't found out, huh? Interesting. I said, well, you try this process and you will find out who you are, what you're here for, what everybody's here for universally. So whether she does, we'll see. She's the one who organized the little thing, so we'll probably go there and or do something and see. But this is how you do it. Everybody else is, it's like you can get experiences. There's a lot of energies in this world. Like even the drugs, the ayahuasca may help you along, but it's not the pure devotional service is where you find full satisfaction. See? But that's only where the Lord is or the Lord's devotee. If you've got the Lord's devotee, you got the Lord teaching through them, and you'll get the highest happiness. Like that. Pure devotional service. The only really satisfying thing in this universe. Otherwise, everybody's still looking, even though they may not know it. Devotees who have this, we're here the proof. We're not looking for anything. I'm not looking for any other path. I don't need it. I found what I want. I found a treasure. And the treasure that never ends. It goes deeper and deeper and deeper. Why would I leave it? This chanting is the most sublime thing in the world. Look at the people out there who go in there chanting. They're all dead, literally walking zombies. They don't know it, but look at the chanting does. Now I walk down the streets just like everywhere else I've been chanting. When I go chanting, and if I'm not chanting, why aren't you chanting? They were getting relief. you know why we look forward to the chanting, the vendors, because they hear it regularly. I've always wanted, and they get attached to it, and they were like, aren't you going to do the chanting? We really look. I said, well, I got a meeting to go to out later. Yeah. Yeah, and the difference, see, this is the difference, like Freddie mentioned, we're living in virtual reality. But yes and no. We're just like Narada Muni is going through the virtual reality of this dream of Vishnu. He's going through all the worlds, but he's not affected by it because he's engaged in pure devotional service. Same thing here. We're going through Facebook. You know how people say, I'm burned out. I'm getting rid of Facebook. I'm burned out. I'm burned out. Because they're into the changing illusion. Here, we're using Facebook. Look at this. A great medium for sadhu sangha. See? So we're moving through this virtual reality. And we can do it even in the VR, and it won't touch. You'll feel it more enlivened by it. Like, whoa, this just makes it more. Prabhupada loved devices. The more technology, the better. Oh, whoa, I wanted to know all about these new things. I also, hey, man, technology, hey, man, the virtual thing. Why not? Yeah, could you imagine you put the little goggles on and then you're in a room with, it's like you can even touch people. They're going to get it down. They already probably have it down. They're touching people, and you can feel them and everything. But their ideas, they can have virtual sex. That's what they're thinking. Well, we can have our, love of God thing.
You're touching us.
Yeah, oh yeah. We don't even need to go all the way that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's amazing times. Yeah. Oh yeah, back to the verse. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all glories to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and all glories to Advaita Charya. And all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Yeah. After delivering Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the Lord desired to go to South India to preach. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounced order during the waxing fortnight of the month of Magha. During the following month of Falgun, he went to Jagannath Puri and resided there. At the end of the month of Falgun, he witnessed the Doliatra ceremony, and in his usual ecstatic love of God, he chanted and danced in various ways on the occasion. See, in his usual mood of ecstatic, he's right there in the temple. See, people, oh, you should not show. Well, you can't show anyway. You're just bullshitting everybody, usually. Not everybody did. I mean, Prabhupada was, because what happened, could you imagine 1,000 disciples see with, like they see here, even here they run away. He wanted to give them a chance to learn gradually. So anyway, now is the time to do some sifting here, and preach the internal position. We got to do that. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So the Lord was at that time. That time that was then is now again. See, so his way of preaching was by example. He showed his relationship with Radha and Krishna, or his relationship with Krishna, outwardly, so people could see, have an example. His usual love of God. He was in that mood. He'd go and chant and dance in temple, tears coming to your eyes, laughing like a madman, everything. Of course, some people thought it was crazy. But a lot of people were interested. Plus, he was very beautiful, literally, physically, because he's, God can, has a beautiful form. It says he was about 7 foot tall, too. Can you imagine? A pretty large frame, huh? Him and Nityananda, big, towering giants, like. I think they said it was 7. I hope I'm right. I'm going to have to, don't quote me on that yet. I'm going to have to do some research. I think I heard that he was very tall and broad chest and everything, extraordinary. His arms reached down to his knees and all that. And I mean, his associates were like that too. Yeah. So, okay, let's see here. So during the month of Chaitra, while living in Jagannath Puri, the Lord delivered Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and at the beginning of the next month of Vishaka, he decided to go to South India. So he delivered Sarvabhauma also. And how did he do that? Well, first he let Sarvabhauma, release a lot and see him a lot. Okay. And then when he was open, he preached to them. See, the word, the real conception that would get him out of that Brahman. He was stuck in this monism thing, like people are getting here. And he preached the word to them. He preached the word of the real conception of the absolute truth, distinguished from the illusion that he was stuck in. Just like we do here. When our students, if they fall into that, if they listen to this word, they can get out. Otherwise, they stay, in that realm. And they lose these conceptions. They lose contact with that. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to take a break. I think I need to rest a little bit here. It's been intense yesterday, and yeah. Okay. All right. So we're going to leave it here. I'm going to rest my voice a little bit. We're going to take a few Z's here or something. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Somebody else can go on if they want.